It was bound to happen at some point. Blue Jays lose 4-3 to the Chicago White Sox. But guys, let's not turn around and say, oh, here we go. Here come the Blue Jays back down to earth. Look, the Jays fought hard, but Jose Abreu's home run in the top of the 8th inning was just too much. They went down 1-0 early, as we've seen over the last little while. Matt Davidson with a home run off of Aaron Sanchez. Then you go to the 4th inning with guys on base. Russell Martin, RBI ground out, some small ball, ties the game at 1. In the top of the 5th, however, Aaron Sanchez gets in some big trouble. Moncada hits a ball to left field. Granderson jumps, and we think it hits his glove, and then he catches it on his rear end. And Castillo's confused at third base, so he stays there. We're thinking, oh my God, we got so lucky. Replay shows, the ball did hit the wall first, and it kind of did look that way on the in the actual play. And they review it, and every runner moves up a base, so they score 1, take the 2-1 lead, and the bases are still loaded. And then next batter, Avisail Garcia, he gets hit by a pitch by Aaron Sanchez, brings in another run, and it's 3-1. And Aaron Sanchez wasn't the greatest today. For the second start of the year, he wasn't great. But then you go to the bottom of the 6th inning, the Jays get some base runners. Donaldson gets on, Smoke doubles, 2nd and 3rd, nobody out. And then Grichuk has an absolutely atrocious at-bat, gets up 3-0 in the count, gets the green light. Okay, that's okay. But 2 balls just about in the dirt he swings at. Look, those are not green light pitches. And then he takes a hanging curveball for strike 3. That was an awful at-bat. And then you bring in Steve Pearce to come off the bench to pinch hit. And I wasn't mad at this because we know he can hit. It's his fielding that we're all shaky about. And he goes in to be a pinch hitter. And on the very first pitch, he rips a single into left, makes it a 3-2 game. 2 batters later, Martin grounds out, Justin Smoke gets thrown at the plate, and we're like, oh, you gotta be kidding me, we're that close. Oh God, Kenrys Morales is up to the plate, here comes a bunch of curveballs. They give him a fastball, and he rips it up the middle for a base hit. Smoke comes home to score, and we're tied at 3s. Seng-Wan-Oh pitches a clean 7th inning. Jays can't get anything in the bottom of the 7th. Tepera comes out in the 8th, gets behind Jose Abreu 3-0, and then, my goodness. He serves it up on a platter 3-0, and a guy like that's going to get a green light, and he crushed the ball to center on a 3-0 pitch, and that's that. Next batter, Tepera hits, actually. Luckily, he gets a double play afterwards, but that's all she wrote. The Jays offense, their starting pitcher, I got to give him credit. The Jays have never seen him before. His stat doesn't look great, but Carson Fulmer, 5 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, 5 strikeouts, but I thought he was really good up until the later innings there. I thought he did a great job out there, and he stymied the Jays for through the first 4 innings. They really didn't get anything going against him. They had a rally in the first, but they couldn't get anything out of it. Otherwise, the Jays did an alright job. Donaldson was 1 for 3, Smoke was 2 for 4, Granderson was 2 for 2, Steve Pearce was 1 for 2 again. But Grichuk was 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. He's scuffling. He kind of reminds me of Norman Powell for the Blue Jays. He's kind of pushing himself too much. He just got to settle down and play his game and make contact. That's it. Kenrys Morales was 1 for 4, obviously, with the RBI, but otherwise, the Jays only had 7 hits. They didn't really look the greatest offensively. Oh, and Aaron Loop had clean innings. Aaron Loop has a scoreless inning streak going of 3. But, hey, he's doing his job early in the year. And I'm not mad at this loss because, for a few reasons. Number 1, you win the series, and the Jays are still 4-3, over 500. And it's only 7 games in. Second of all, we end this homestand, the 7-game homestand to start the year, having split with a really good New York Yankees team, and then you win a series against the White Sox. If we're talking middle of the season type of schedule, we'd be happier than 2 of a kind. But the way the Jays have played as of late, we're like, okay, let's get another win, let's sweep them. Damn, we're upset. Of course, you want the sweep. But hey, they have had a very good start to the season. Now, the big key now is you've lost the game. Now, how do you do it afterwards? Do you come back with a win or 2? Do you come back with a sweep do you come back with another loss, right? The key to this team is you lose one, but do you go on a losing streak, or do you get right back in the win column right away? That's the intriguing thing. That's the thing we're going to have to wait and see when it comes to this team. But, the Jays have an off day tomorrow, like I said, and then they head down to Arlington to take on the Texas Rangers in Texas. They've had a very, very slow start to the year. They're 2-4. I think they've won their last two. They won their last game, but they're 2-4 on the year. The Jays are 4-3, as we know. So the pitching matchups look like it's going to be Marco Estrada versus former Tampa Bay Ray and San Francisco Giant Matt Moore. In Arlington, Game 2, Mike Minor versus Marcus Stroman, and Jaime Garcia versus Big Sexy Bartolo Colon. That is the weekend series against the Texas Rangers. So, again, you move into the next series. Okay, let's get another series win. Can we do that? You got to take it one game at a time. The schedule is grueling. It's a long season. One loss to the White Sox, 4-3. I mean, yeah, it's tough, but the Jays never had the lead. It's not like they had the lead and they blew it. They were down 1-0. They tied it at 1. Then they went down 3-1. They tied it at 3. And then, they just, a late home run by Abreu won it. That's just what it is. Whatever, you got to move on from it. I'm not upset. It's the way it is. And Aaron Sanchez, we really want to see him getting better over the year, but it's only his second start of the year. Again, we got to remember that he did not pitch barely at all last year. So again, he's still trying to find himself, but he really didn't look great today. Obviously his outing was 6 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks. I think he also hit 2 guys as well. So he really just didn't look so sharp in this one. But again, you look for, it's a long season. He's going to get, if healthy, 20, 25, 30 starts this season. So, hey, one start against the White Sox in early April. Are we really going to dwell on that? No. Whatever. So, like I said, the next game for the Jays, because that's all we got to look forward to, Marco Estrada versus Matt Moore in Arlington, 8:05 first pitch on Friday night. Nothing really going on tomorrow except for the Leafs and the Devils. Raptors are off. Jays are off. So a little bit of an easier night for us. Not so stressful with all the teams playing and all that great jazz. But for the Jays, the key is get back in the win column, and that starts Friday night against Texas in Arlington. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. You guys enjoyed this video, and, you guys have enjoyed the Blue Jays baseball over the past 7 games, the first 7 of the homestand. Hey, hit that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below. What did you guys think of this game? Where did they go wrong? Where did Sanchez go wrong? And what are your expectations for the upcoming Texas Rangers series in Arlington? And we'll talk to you guys podcast edition next Monday, as I will not be able to do the podcast on Tuesday, so it'll be uploaded to you guys on Monday night, or on Monday afternoon. Leafs, Raptors, Jays, all around the leagues. We'll keep you guys posted on all that kind of stuff as we move forward. We'll talk to you guys Leafs edition, like we just said, tomorrow night as they're in New Jersey taking on the Devils. Great news, Travis Dermott looks like he could even play against Montreal in the last game of the year, but it's precautionary. If he doesn't, whatever, don't freak out, because he will probably be ready for the playoffs, round 1, whomever we face. All right, and we'll talk to you guys Raptors edition very shortly, as they took it to the Boston Celtics today at the Air Canada Center. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. I'm proud of those guys, and we'll talk to you guys Jays edition, like we've said, Friday night, 8:05 first pitch in Arlington. Matt Moore, Marco Estrada. We'll talk to you guys then.